Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a discussion type of video for you guys, and in this video we're essentially going to be talking about alternate game modes to come on into Dead by Daylight. On stream recently, I've been talking a lot about different types of alternate game modes that could come on into Dead by Daylight, how they would work, and how beneficial it would be to the game. I recently also ran a poll on my Twitter asking you guys about 4 different things that you would like to see coming on into DBD, and overwhelmingly alternate game modes won. We also know that back in December we did receive some leaked coding in the coding files that basically said that there is a possibility we could be seeing some new game modes coming on into the game. And as of yesterday, we know that bots were also something that were speculated in the coding. So in today's video, I thought we'd talk about some alternate game modes, how they would work, what concept and ideas we have, and if this is going to be a good thing for DBD. Before we jump on into this, we are live on Twitch. Make sure you guys come on out, show your support. We're going to be live every single weekday, as I've been mentioning in a lot of these videos. And right now, we are live. Click on the link down below, come and say hello, chat with us. It is very lovely. It's a nice small community, so come on over. Before we even jump on into the different types of alternate game modes, I'm going to talk about how I think the best way alternate game modes in DBD would work. Now, obviously, if we had alternate game modes in a public game and you were earning blood points and things like that for this, it's going to split the player base. This is a concern that a lot of people have had when talking about alternate game modes and if it could work. Everybody said that yes, we can, but it will split the player base. This is when we had the competitive versus the casual Dead by Daylight argument, something that still is debated to this day. And a lot of people were just saying make a separate game mode for the competitive players and keep the casuals with the casuals. Now, there are a lot of other implications with that, but one of the major ones was splitting the player base to the point where all of the casual players are just being casual, all of the sweaty tryhard players and the people that want to play competitively will be playing competitively. It'll create 2 different metas, and it will be crazy to even get things to work. Now, in order to completely avoid that problem, the one true solution is to only allow custom game modes to have alternate game modes. Now, this isn't a crazy idea. We've seen a lot of other games do this, and notably so. It makes the most sense to have it in custom games. That way, players that just want to chill, have fun, and try something new and refreshing can use that custom game mode in order to do so. This will also make the very little 1% that do play custom game modes actually have some fun and increase the amount of people that play that game mode. As of now, DBD is pretty much the same thing, and after a while you can get burnt out of it, especially if you're just a regular casual player playing the same thing every single time. It's very easy to get burnt out of the game, and with no other game modes, you're pretty much doing the same thing the entire time, unless you're playing a different role out of Killer and Survivor, and after 5,000, 6,000 hours if you're playing, you're pretty much doing the same thing. Now, for me personally, and a lot of other my friends, we still absolutely love DBD, and I'm sure you guys do too, hence why you're watching this video, and I'm sure having other game modes would be super fun and interesting. So, putting them into custom games would be amazing. Not only this, but giving you the ability to adjust custom game settings and maybe even make your own game modes would be outstanding. I always said that if there is a point in time when Dead by Daylight is on the ropes and their game is not doing so good, where they may need to shut down, a really cool feature that it could add is giving the players the ability to add their own custom games in, similar to how World at War has done it with custom zombies map, making it so that people are still playing to this day. And for those people saying, well, what about the people on console? We won't be able to download or play these mods. Not too fair, because if they do it similarly to the way Fallout 4 does it, you'll be able to click on a mod section and download pretty much any mod with an alternate game mode. This would be absolutely amazing. And not only this, think about the amount of things that they could do for tournament play. Tournament play has been huge recently, and if they are giving the players the ability to set specific tiles to spawn, a specific map variation, how long it takes for a generator to be complete, how much generators there are, the movement speed of characters, how bright the map is, all of these settings would make the gameplay and game mode so much more interesting. You can literally have tournaments where there's 20 generators just for the hell of it, all working at maybe 30%, 30 seconds, and you're done. There's so much cool things that they could add on in with just those features alone. But now let's talk about custom game modes and what specific custom game modes they could bring in. Obviously, the elephant in the room, 2v8 game mode. This is something that everybody has wanted for such a long time, and for me personally, I always said that the balance would be so crazy for 2v8, it just wouldn't work. But if we're doing it in a custom game, it doesn't really matter what the balance is. You're going to be playing with your friends anyway, so you can just make up the rules as you go along. Just giving that option to have more than one killer would be outstanding. Imagine having the nurse and the spirit coming after you. It would just be insane to think about. And even upping it from there, allowing you to play maybe 5, 6, 7 killers in a game. You never really know. More opportunity for spectators to come on in, just more slots as well would be overwhelmingly good. Anyways, I'll regress and talk about more game modes. Another game mode that I always thought would work really cool in the game was having this battle royale type of game mode where you have 20 to 30 survivors all basically playing a game of hide and seek, and once they're hooked, they're pretty much dead and out of the game, and your goal is to be the last survivor alive, and then you will claim your victory. A spin-off to when Battle Royale was doing really good. Obviously, that was way back in the days, but still a cool game mode to have if it's a custom game. Imagine a streamer or YouTuber playing with their fans and just having a tournament base, and the winner gets a cool prize for that. That would be absolutely amazing, and I would love something like that. And one of the game modes that I personally love the most is what I'm about to say, and I think this is amazing. I haven't seen much people talk about this game mode, and I pretty much got this idea from Phasmophobia in a way and mixed it in with some other games and concepts that I've seen before. And long story short, it would be the entire map is completely dark. I spoke about this game mode so much. This was actually my idea for Endgame Collapse. And essentially what happens is every time you work on a generator, the map lights up in that specific area. The more generators you work on, the larger the light increases until you can finally see everything when all the generators are powered. In the meantime, you'll be distressed and in fear that the killer is coming, because all you'll see is their big glowing red stain coming towards you, and even then, you still won't have a good look at who it is or what they're doing, giving DBD more of a fright scenario. The thing about Phasmophobia that they have that is amazing is the lights flickering when the ghost is going into hunting, or the lights completely going off and your flashlight flickering. It is terrifying, and having something like that in Dead by Daylight would make it a true horror game. So I wouldn't put that past them if they were to bring something like that in. Just think about the excitement and fun not only friends and content creators would have, but just everybody. It would be absolutely amazing. And there's tons of more ideas that people have suggested and people have used saying that they need in the game. I think just bringing on in more custom game modes, more custom game mode options, and things like that would make the game far more superior than it already is, and it could be a big step in 2021. They did say that in the Q&A they were going to adjust some custom game features, but it's not something high in the priority list considering only 1% of the population plays custom game modes, but I think by doing so, it's really going to heighten that number up a lot and give people, especially some of the bigger content creators who just played a one and done, more opportunities to play the game and give it some more exposure. But ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. What do you guys think about custom game modes coming on into Dead by Daylight? Do you think that it can work? Do you think that it will be a good thing? And what kind of custom game modes do you have in your mind? Leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Again, we are live on Twitch. Make sure you guys do come on out. Say hello. We're going to be streaming for a few hours a day and having some fun with you guys, playing some Killer and Survivor. Leave a like on this video if you did enjoy and subscribe for some more daily Dead by Daylight content. And as always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys and we'll see you in the fog.